Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into Robert Saleh's return to the San Francisco 49ers as their defensive coordinator. Big move, lots to unpack. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Saleh's time with the Jets, well, it was impressive. 4 players got first-team All-Pro in their first 4 seasons with him. Braxton Berrios, Sauce Gardner, Quinn Williams. But it wasn't just individual awards,
Yeah, his schemes in New York were really effective. 2022 and 2023, they were top of the league for passing yards allowed per game, opponent yards per play, too. That's consistency.
Some people might say, oh, he just had a ton of talent to work with. But Saleh developed that talent, too. He coached both the offensive and defensive rookies of the year in 2022. That says something about his ability to get the best out of young players.
It's more than just putting them in the right spots, though. Saleh seems to build a culture, Growth and accountability, he pushes his players, and they respond by exceeding expectations.
And we saw that same thing during his first stint with the 49ers, 2017 to 2020. Remember, he built a defense that got them to Super Bowl IV in 2019.
That 2019 defense, that was something special. Richard Sherman holding down the secondary, but it was guys like Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner. They really became forces under Saleh.
So how much of that success was Saleh's unique approach? The 49ers defense was consistently ranked at the top under him.
Saleh's system, it wasn't about being flashy or tricky. Fundamentals, discipline, pursuing the football relentlessly. But he was innovative too, disguising coverages, keeping offenses on their toes.
And even before the 49ers, Saleh was honing his craft. Linebackers coach for the Seattle Seahawks during their Super Bowl XL 8th win.
That experience with Seattle, with Pete Carroll, that Legion of Boom defense, it obviously had a huge impact on him. You see it in the way Saleh's teams play, the physicality, the focus on turnovers, that belief that defense wins championships.
So we've established Saleh's got a track record, success at multiple levels. But the real question is, what does this return mean for the 49ers now? What can we expect from this reunion?
Well, on paper, it's a dream scenario for the 49ers. Proven coordinator, knows the system, the culture, and he's been successful within the organization before, but it goes beyond that.
You're talking about the impact on the players. The 49ers already have a talented defense.
Exactly. Think about guys like Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Talanoa Hufanga, with Saleh guiding them. This could be an elite defense, capable of shutting down anybody.
So let's get into Saleh's coaching philosophy. We've seen it with the Jets, with the 49ers, but how has it evolved? What are the core principles of his approach?
One constant emphasis on the fundamentals, playing fast, physical, swarming to the ball. He instills this aggressive mindset, dictating the tempo, makes offenses uncomfortable.
But he also adapts his schemes, right?
Yeah.
To fit the personnel. He's not married to a specific system. He's flexible.
Absolutely. That adaptability is key in today's NFL. Offenses are always changing, finding new ways to attack. It's one reason why I think he'll be successful in San Francisco.
So strong fundamentals, aggressive mindset, and a willingness to adapt. Those are the consistent threads. But how does that translate to what we'll actually see on the field? What kind of schemes can we expect from the 49ers under Saleh?
That's the million-dollar question for 49ers fans. We know he likes that 4-3 base defense, which fits the personnel perfectly. But within that, there's room for creativity. He's not afraid to blitz, to disguise coverages, keep those offenses guessing.
And speaking of keeping offenses guessing, how he stops the run will be big. It was a weakness for them last year, but Saleh's always built strong defensive fronts.
He demands disruption from his defensive line, penetrating the backfield, making it hard to run consistently. With the talent they have up front, I expect a big improvement in their run defense.
So we're looking at a 49ers defense that's aggressive, versatile, fundamentally sound. Stop the run, pressure the quarterback, force turnovers. It's all there. But how does it all come together?
That's where Saleh's coaching genius comes in. It's not just X's and O's. It's leadership, communication, building a unit that's greater than the sum of its parts. He gets his players to buy in, to play with confidence, and a shared purpose.
So it's not just the scheme, it's the man, the culture he brings. And that's why 49ers fans should be excited.
Absolutely. Robert Saleh back in charge of that defense. The future is looking bright in the Bay Area. But now the question is, which players will benefit most from Saleh's return?
That's a great question, and one we'll tackle after a quick.
Wait, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel before we continue. Let's start with Nick Bosa. Already a dominant player, but under Saleh, during his rookie year, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Imagine how much better he could be now. A few more years under his belt, a system built for him.
Saleh and Bosa scheming together, that's got to keep opposing quarterbacks up at night. But what about the other players? Who else benefits from Saleh's coaching?
Fred Warner, for example. Phenomenal linebacker, great instincts, coverage skills, but Saleh can take him to another level. We could see Warner blitzing more, being more disruptive in the passing game.
Warner's got the speed and athleticism to be a real problem as a blitzer. And speaking of potential, what about the secondary? Talanoa Hufanga, flashes of brilliance, but inconsistent. Could Saleh be the key to unlocking his full potential?
Absolutely. Saleh gets the most out of his safeties. With his coaching, Hufanga Hufanga could become a true force in the backfield.
And then there's Ambry Thomas. Showed promise at cornerback, but still raw. Saleh's great at developing defensive backs. Could be huge for Thomas.
You're hitting on something important. It's not just about the stars. Saleh's impact could be felt across the entire defense, helping young guys like Thomas become reliable players. That depth is what separates the good teams from the great ones.
It's like a ripple effect. Saleh elevates individual players, which makes the whole unit stronger.
Exactly. And don't forget about the coaching staff. Saleh brings experience, a proven system. Everyone benefits, from the position coaches to the assistants.
A rising tide lifts all boats.
Precisely. That's why this move is so big for the 49ers. It's not just about getting a talented coordinator. It's about a leader, a teacher, someone who can elevate the whole organization.
So Saleh's back in San Francisco. He's got experience, a track record, and a coaching style that works. This could turn the 49ers defense into one of the best in the league.
We can talk schemes, speculate about individual players, but Saleh's real impact will be on those intangible things. Leadership, communication, that culture of excellence he brings.
But let's get specific. Saleh's a great coach. The 49ers have talent. How will that actually look on the field? How will Saleh's coaching change the way they play defense? Well, let's tie Saleh's philosophy back to the 49ers roster. We talked about his 4-3 base defense, that aggressive front four. The 49ers have the pieces for that. Bosa, Arik Armstead, Javon Kinlaw.
They struggled against the run last year, though. Can Saleh fix that?
I think so. He's all about gap discipline, tackling fundamentals. With his coaching and the talent they have up front, they can be much tougher against the run. What about the pass rush? Bosa's a monster, but can Saleh get pressure beyond just one guy?
That's the beauty of his schemes, designed to create pressure from everywhere. Blitzes, stunts, creative alignments, confuse the offense, create those sack opportunities.
So we might see linebackers like Warner and Dre Greenlaw blitzing more. That'd be fun to watch.
Absolutely. And don't forget about the secondary. Saleh knows how to develop defensive backs. The 49ers have some promising young players back there. Hufanga, Thomas, Diamador Lenoir.
Sounds like we can expect the 49ers defense to be more aggressive, versatile, and disciplined under Saleh. Stop the run, disrupt the backfield, make life tough for quarterback.
Exactly. That's what makes this so exciting. This defense has the potential to be truly special.
Potential doesn't always mean results, though. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could stop this defense from reaching its full potential?
There are always challenges. Injuries are a constant threat.
True. And what if Saleh's system doesn't work with the players, or they don't buy into his style?
Those are valid concerns. But look at Saleh's track record, the talent on this roster. I'm optimistic they can overcome any obstacles.
So, reasons to be excited, but we have to be realistic too. Nothing's guaranteed in the NFL.
Exactly. The 49ers have made a big move in the right direction. Now it's up to the players and coaches to make it work.
This is going to be a fascinating season in San Francisco.
Absolutely. Saleh's return has brought a lot of excitement to the 49ers. But let's not forget the bigger picture.
What do you mean?
Saleh's success in New York and now back in San Francisco, it could have a ripple effect across the league, influencing defensive schemes and coaching for years to come.
Interesting point. Saleh's a trailblazer in a lot of ways. His success could inspire a whole new generation of defensive coaches.
Absolutely. That's what makes this so interesting. It's not just about one team, one coach, one season. It's about the evolution of defense in the NFL, how one person's vision can change the game.
So it's not just about wins and losses. It's about legacy, impact, shaping the future of the game.
Exactly. That's what makes this look at Saleh's return to the 49ers so fascinating. It goes beyond the immediate and speaks to the bigger trends in the NFL.
I'm excited to see how this plays out, both this season and in the years to come.
Me too. Buckle up, everyone, because with Saleh running the defense, the 49ers are about to be unleashed.
Okay, so we've talked about Saleh and individual players and the 49ers defense overall, but what about the NFC West? How does this change things strategically? The Rams, the Seahawks, they're always fighting for the top spot. How does Saleh's return impact that dynamic?
The NFC West, man, it's always been a battleground for offensive and defensive schemes. Saleh coming back, it just adds another layer to that. Think about it. The Rams with Stafford in that passing attack, the Seahawks, the run game, and Wilson, he's always dangerous. Every team's different. Saleh's going to have to adapt, counter their strategies.
Yeah, those matchups are going to be must-see TV. But beyond just the schemes, Saleh's good at developing young talent. If you can turn potential into consistent performance, that's a huge advantage in a division where depth is so important.
Absolutely. In the NFC West, you got to be able to handle injuries, keep playing at a high level all season. Saleh's coaching, it could help the 49ers build a defense that's not just good, but dominant for years to come.
So could this be the move that shifts the balance of power in the NFC West?
It's possible. The 49ers were already strong saying now they've got Saleh running the defense, they could reach a whole new level, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right. The Rams and Seahawks aren't going anywhere. They've got great coaches, tons of talent, and don't count out the Cardinals with Kyler Murray.
The NFC West, it's a gauntlet. Every game is a fight. That's what makes it so great to watch. Saleh's return, it just makes it even more interesting.
It's going to be an exciting season, that's for sure. Lots of great games, and with Saleh back, it's going to be unpredictable.
Couldn't ask for anything more. The best teams, the best players going head-to-head, and Saleh's just raised the stakes.
Can't wait to see how it all plays out. This season is going to be one for the books.
Definitely. This is just the beginning. This story is going to keep people talking for years.
So Robert Saleh is back in San Francisco. The NFL landscape has changed. We've talked about his track record, his potential impact on the 49ers and the league.
We've looked at his coaching style, how he develops players, his ability to build great defenses.
One thing's for sure, Saleh's return to the 49ers is a huge deal. It's a story about coming back, about innovation, about one man trying to change the NFL.
It's about more than just wins and losses. It's about leadership, about how his coaching could change the way defense is played in the NFL.
As we wrap up this look at Saleh's return, here's something to think about. What kind of legacy will Saleh leave on the NFL? Will he be remembered as a defensive genius, a leader, a champion? Only time will tell. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time.